Hello once again, good people. Welcome back to our family channel. This is Patricia coming back with the word of God to you. And thank you for watching the videos. I ask you to subscribe if you haven't done so. As you become the agent of evangelization, let us make God known, loved, and glorified. Today, I would like us to reflect on the story of Jonah that we all are very familiar with. How Jonah was sent by God. Know that God spoke to Jonah and asked him to go to Nineveh. But Jonah, in his mind, didn't want these plans of God. And he wanted to escape, to go to somewhere else where he was not asked to go. And we know what happened when he went to the ship and there was violent wind and it started sinking and he was deeply asleep there. And he is the one who was causing all this commotion in the ship. And as long as we know what happened to him, he asked to be thrown into the sea. We know the story how it goes, that he was swallowed by the whale and he was taken to Nineveh, where he didn't want to go. Today, this story is applicable to you and I. Have you been asked to do something that is not what you want? That is not in accordance to what you think you should do? Have you been asked to go somewhere and you didn't want to go to that place? Have you been asked to study maybe one thing and you wanted the other? Maybe by the parents, according to the way they see you, you can be a medical doctor, but you think you could be a lawyer, and so you decide to go and enroll in a law school and forget about medicine. You know, sometimes the problems that others experience in life is because of us, because of your disobedience, because of choosing to do the wrong thing instead of doing what is right. Are you a Jonah in your family right now? Are the problems that are being experienced because of you? Are they because of you? Is what your family going through, could it be because of you? Are you a Jonah at this particular time in that family? There's something you are supposed to abide by, the rules of the family. And you cannot do it because it's too much for you. Because that is not according to your plans. You know. And nothing that can go on in that family right now. Because of what you decide to choose. Because of choosing to be outside the family circle. Because of disregarding your own family. Is your family suffering if you're a man? Because maybe you have chosen to have a side chick, because you have found someone else better than your wife and your children, and instead of supporting your family, you decide to go and support that family, which is somewhere else, which is not known, which is not yours, and your children are suffering. They do not have food, they do not have clothing. To talk about school fees is a different story, because you have no money, not because you do not earn, but because you have chosen another family to support it and leave your family. Right now, you are in Jonah in that way. Because you are disobeying the Lord. Because you are disobeying what is important. It's an institution where you work experiencing financial constraint. Because you chose to make goods of lower quality. If you're in the manufacturing department, or maybe because you decided to buy things of lower quality and then you saved the other money for yourself. Maybe you made the requisition and the money you quoted was too high. And it indicates that you'd buy things of quality or materials of quality, but you knew what you are doing and you go and purchase things of lower quality so that you can save some money for yourself. And so the institution or the organization has lost the customers. They have lost their clients. They cannot sell their goods anymore because they have detected that these goods are not the same like we used to buy before. They are of lower quality. No, the company is experiencing losses. It's not making any profits. It's going down because they do not have money to sustain. You are in China, you are causing havoc there right now. You are not doing the right things that you are supposed to be doing. Maybe every other customer who comes to be served is complaining because the staff there are so rude. They do not know how to handle the customers. Yeah. And they do not know, maybe the CEO is not knowing what is happening. Maybe the other members are wondering what is happening these days. Everybody talks about this organization as the worst they have ever called. Simply because you, as an employee, you are the customer care, you do not know the language to use. You are very rude. You do not know how to handle the customers. You just stare at them when they talk. You answer questions in the wrong way. Your PR is very low. You are acting as the Nchona. You are doing to do the right. You are refusing to do the right things. You are going to the opposite direction. That the direction that the organization is supposed to be going, you choose to go in a different direction. Yeah? And everyone else is suffering because you are not doing what you are supposed to do. You are doing what is pleasing to you. Yeah. Maybe you are in the hospital, you are a medical worker, and you cannot give the medication to the patient at the right time because maybe you are just there talking. You have forgotten even you are administering some drugs to some patients, and they are there waiting. A patient can die because of you, because you are not taking your work seriously. You do not value even the people you are serving. You do not even value your work. You do not even value yourself. You lack human dignity. You forget that you are there to save lives. It is God who saves, yes, but you have to do your part. That is why there is hospital for people to go when they are sick. You are just being enchoined there in that hospital. And for that reason, that hospital is losing. Those who live there, they go and give the information about that hospital. How maybe the nurses treat the patients. How people talk there. And even if the other person then they decide to go to the same hospital, they will not be going there. And in that way they lose. They suffer. The organization suffers because of you, because of wanting to be in China, because of going to the wrong direction. You are not going to the direction that you are supposed to be directing yourself, or the direction that the organization is pointing out. Your goals are different. Your vision is different from the vision of the organization. You have your different strategic plan. You are not following the plan that has been laid by the organization to follow. Yeah. If you go to the hospital as a patient and you are given some drugs and you fail to take them, you continue being sick. You are taking the wrong direction. You are not taking the instructions given by the doctor or by the instructor. If you are driving, you are always under instruction. You have the instructor. And you decide to accelerate, or you should be slowing down. Obviously, you are going to knock the other vehicle ahead of you, or a person will be walking, or a tree, or cause some accident. Because you cannot follow the instructions, because you decide to be in China. And your instructor will also suffer. You know? And the owner of the vehicle will suffer because it will incur some damages. The story of Jonah is very interesting. And at the same time, it is a warning. It is scary because every time we lose to walk in different direction, in opposite direction than where we should be walking, then what we experience is not pleasant. And worst of all is that we make other people to experience the same. Why are we putting other people in situations that they did not plan? Today, my brother, my sister, there's a lot that you can learn from the story of Jonah. Let us learn to walk in the right direction. Let us learn to walk where God is calling us. Let us learn to go where we should go, in the right places. Let us be where we are positioned and do what we are supposed to do at the right time and at the proper places. Thank you so very much. Be blessed until we meet in the next video. Bye.